it's a good one, is non-duality spiritual bypassing. I'll tell you, many times it is. Yeah, many times. Well, how do you discern? How do you know? Like, am I really am I one with these non-dual principles, or am I just using it as a clever egoic tactic to just bypass all this earthbound work and just talk the Advaita talk and just rationalize and say, look, everything's not real. Why should I look at these feelings and issues? It's just all not even real. Like, I've realized, like, it's not real, but you've realized in your mind, it's not even realized. You believe it. It's a belief. That's not the same as doing it. That's why I like that expression, are you one with your words? What does that mean? That means the things that you're saying, does the vibration back it? Is the vibration backing those words up? Can I feel that you are the words that you're speaking? Or does it feel like there's just a mind that's saying the words, but the rest of the being is like doing something else? See, if we have things, we got to do introspection. There's just no way around it. There's no true spiritual practice without introspection. Because how are you gonna? We can't deny this human self. This human self exists. The whole game in the definition of yoga is union. What does it mean? What are we unifying? Unifying this human individual mental construct of consciousness with its source. Pure consciousness, it's what we are. This is the non-dual realm. It projected a piece of itself into a localized individual consciousness with the body. It needs a body, otherwise we can't experience anything. It didn't lose anything of itself when it did that. It's the pure consciousness. It's just projected some of its consciousness or energy into this individual form. The game, or the journey to union, is that this individual form has to realize its own self. But we get layers and layers of conditioning through living these lives and getting entangled in all these other forms, so that has to get undone. That's why I say, like, a real spiritual awakening, it's not so much a doing, it's an undoing. We get deprogrammed of all this conditioning and everything, and then what's left is this pure consciousness. Then the consciousness can see itself, it can recognize itself, because it's not cluttered with all this mind projected ideas and desires and etc. So we got to look at that stuff. We got to do introspection to see what stuff is there, because otherwise it's just rolling around in some abstract way, and that's what causes our vibration to be lower when we talk and engage in the world. That's why, like, people that you can feel everyone energetically. We're all in telepathic communication with each other. So if there's things we're not looking at, but they're there, and they're kind of just remaining in this abstract denial type form, that emanates certain vibration. So then we, at the same time, if we say at the same time, like, there's only the self, there's only pure consciousness, there's no enlightenment, this stuff that I'm sharing, this denial, you see, there's not continuity, there's not union. This stuff has to be looked at and transcended through consciousness, and through, maybe also there's different forms and mediums that God puts on this planet that can help us, some like therapy and whatever. That's temporary though. It's not the answer, but what it does is clear up a lot of this earthbound work, these shadow side. It helps bring light to that and dissolve it, so that then the consciousness can contemplate its own self more easy. And then at some point the consciousness will realize, well, wait, actually I am the pure consciousness. But the contemplation doesn't stop. It's enjoy it, like you like it. This is why we're here. If we didn't have a seemingly separate self, how are we going to know our true self? If there's just the true self, there's no true self even. There is, but there won't be any realization of it. So that's the benefit and the purpose of being. People say, well, what's the purpose of being on this planet? You know, it's just a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, that's duality. It's nonsense, and it's also the highest purpose is the consciousness can contemplate its own nature. This is the highest thing. So spiritual bypassing is when we try to bypass all this earthbound work. And we just want to go straight to the top. That's ego. That's what it wants to always do. When I was an actor in Hollywood, I just wanted to go straight to the top. I didn't even want to go to acting class. I didn't even want to read scripts, actually. I just wanted to, just tell me what the scene is. No. Let me tell you what the scene should be, because I want to pick my own scene, because I want to do scenes that I like. The scenes you want me to do, I don't like them. So I want to pick the scene I like, and then I don't want a script. I want to do my thing. This is ego. I didn't make it. I'm glad. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to make it because that's not my destiny. I didn't like that was a very restless field, this Hollywood stuff. What was the point? I got off on that story. That's ego. Ego is when it wants to bypass everything. See, if our higher consciousness, it's not trying to bypass anything, but at the same time, even when it does the work, it doesn't even take that so personal. It's not like it's either or. It's not like either, ooh, this don't exist, this earthbound work to do, or this is all there is. I just really need to be obsessed with this earthbound work because that's what's going to fix me. It's neither. You're just balanced, man. That's why non-duality, duality, we need to recognize both. The earthbound work is important. Also, at the same time, trying to become more aware and accustomed with our true self. It's all a game, though. Even that. Even the non-dual practice is also a game. You see, that's imbalance. Some people say, no, I'm awake now. I found it. That's also part of the game. Pure consciousness didn't find anything. What's it going to find? So I hope that helps you. Let me know any questions you have. And yeah, that's it. Thanks.